Welcome to the final episode of the 12 Cookies of Christmas. I'm your host, Lucille Orr-D'oeuvre, and today, for our crowning recipe, we have a very impressive cookie-type pastry that will really astound people when they see it on the table. It will be so pretty they almost won't want to eat it, but it is so tasty they cannot help themselves but destroy your lovely little sculpture. You will be making this lovely chocolate hazelnut puff pastry Christmas tree. Yes, a giant puff pastry Christmas tree that you can even decorate with some of the other cookies we've made earlier in this series. It is very fun to make, so be sure to let the little ones help you. And it's so simple that even a teenager could make this completely unsupervised. It's that simple. To begin with, you will need 1 package of puff pastry that includes 2 sheets. Now, if you have the kind that you have to roll out, please make sure you roll it out on a lightly floured surface till it's about ½ an inch thick. But most puff pastry comes in a sheet rolled up, so hopefully that'll be very simple for you. You'll also need 3/4 of a cup of Nutella or other chocolate hazelnut spread, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 egg beaten for glazing after, and 1/4 cup of confectioner's sugar for dusting the tree once it's finished. To get started on your Christmas tree, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Place 1 layer of your puff pastry on the lined baking sheet. Then spread the chocolate hazelnut spread in the shape of a tree. Pretty easy just to make a triangle, but get it as close to the edges as you can. It should be a rather wide pine tree, or fir, or spruce. Once the shape has been drawn out with the chocolate hazelnut spread, you can sprinkle it all with some cinnamon, and then gently lower the 2nd sheet of puff pastry on top, and flatten it down gently with your fingers. Then, where you have the chocolate spread, you should be able to see and feel a slight bump. Along that ridge, you will cut away the excess puff pastry. And you can very carefully begin to press the knife blade along the tree where the branches will be separated. Now, it is best to use the knife slightly on the side and gently press it through rather than chopping through it and slicing through, because that will make the chocolate go mushing all over the place. Be sure that the top branches are cut a little bit closer to the center of the tree, but not all the way through, otherwise you'll chop the top of the tree off. But the top branches should be closer together, as the tree trunk will grow narrower as it goes to the top of the tree. Once you've had all of the branches pressed and sliced up and ready for twisting, you're done the hardest part. Now comes the fun. Just twist each branch away from you as though you're turning a crank or making a cinnamon twist, and each branch will turn into this lovely, interesting, dynamic shape, and each branch will then be a little bit more separated from one another, giving the tree an exceptional look. When all of the branches have been twisted to your satisfaction, brush the top of it all with the lightly beaten egg and pop it into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 to 22 minutes, or until it becomes fluffy and golden brown. When it comes out and it's cooling, dust it off with the confectioner's sugar and serve it right away, as the warm, gooey chocolate will enchant everyone who's within smelling distance of this delightful pastry. Sure to be a showstopper and a great way to display your other cookies on the dessert table at your event, this lovely chocolate hazelnut Christmas tree is a wonderful way to keep your kids engaged with you in the kitchen, or just give them something to do and give everybody a delicious sweet treat that will sure to please everyone. Thank you again for joining me here on the 12 Cookies of Christmas. It has been a delight to share these recipes with you. I do hope you find them tasty and helpful and inspirational for your family's holiday snacking treats. Thank you again. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, I'm your host, Lucille Orr-D'oeuvre. Bye-bye!